Hi guys, welcome to the short video about the question if you can do some nice night sky recording with this Wolfang GA420. This is the latest model from the Wolfang as far as I can see. It's nice build, lot of good functions, usually good quality footage, at least as long as we remove this thing here in the front, otherwise we can't see anything like here. And I've tried to do this because somebody asked me here on my channel and it completely failed. It was completely dark, there was nothing to see, and it was not because I had the cap here in the front. No, there was really nothing to see. I mean, I have been in the correct setting here, and so what I did, of course, I was using the time lapse during the night. That's the only function which we have for that, to like record night sky, like the stars and the moon and everything. So when we are in the special time lapse mode, we cannot change a lot. We can change the exposure correction here, but there's not much help. I mean, it doesn't do anything with the with the lens or so with the aperture. It's just electronic compensation, so it doesn't help anything. There's no stabilization needed, no loop recording. We can set the time-lapse interval, which I have set to 5 seconds here in my case. We could also go up to 30 seconds maximum. I think 1 minute is maximum. And then we have a time-lapse duration. I had it on unlimited, which means it was just running as long as the battery lasted, and it lasted for 3 hours. That's the positive thing. It really recorded every 5 seconds an image for 3 hours and then put everything together to one video after these 3 hours and then shut down because the battery was low. That's really good. So it didn't cause a problem at the end. I was expecting that because I was going with the unlimited, it would just record the images, and then at the time when it stopped and would create the video, it would fail because of the low battery. No, it did not. It actually finished the job. That's really positive. So the maximum would be, I think, 60 minutes, which you could go here. But there's not much more you can do. There's not even like a special night mode or so. And so had it been running like that, and the result was, again, the result was pretty much totally black. I think I have found 1 star, but that's it. And there's really no other option. You can really forget. Don't even try that. It's just a waste of time. Don't do that. But the question is then, why can we get so nice night sky footage, like say from a GoPro or so? I can show you that here. So here we are on the GoPro Hero Black 10, and to record dark sky during the night, of course, we are not using this normal standard settings. We are not even going to this special like Pro Tune settings. I mean, we could change these things here, but what we are doing, I mean, of course, we are also doing the time lapse here. So when we go to the side, there are all these time lapse options, and it's not only one which we have a couple of them. We have the time warp. Let's say when we are like biking during the day, then we have normal time lapse, and we have the night lapse. And the night lapse, of course, is a total different thing compared to the Wolfang, which doesn't have like a night lapse. I mean, you don't need a function like a night lapse to do something like that. But of course, what you need is a longer shutter time. And here you can increase or decrease that. I mean, even when you go with the automatic, it's perfect. But you can see you can even increase to 30 seconds shutter time. Or if you're creating one picture every 5 seconds, you can do the 5 second shutter time. But usually the automatic will do the job. So as far as I remember, when you do the time lapse or the night lapse with one picture every 10 seconds, then it will, in the automatic mode, go to the maximum, or at least to the maximum, as long as it's not overexposed. So this is exactly what you need, and with this setting, it's doing then a great job. I mean, the GoPro is not the only camera which can do something like that, but such a function which allows you to increase the exposure time in a video is very hard to find in an action camera, especially below, I would say $200 or so. I mean, I have found one. It was a couple of years ago. If you're interested, I could try to remember. I think it was a camera which was around $100 and it really had this function. It was one of the most interesting alternates to the GoPro these days. Yeah, in the meantime, I've done a little bit of research and I found my old order, but it looks like they have changed the listing before they went out of business probably, or they stopped selling it. It was actually the SJ6 Legend. I bought it in 2017, yeah, it's 5 years ago. And when we search on Amazon for such a camera, it looks like there's nothing available anymore. What's available is, for example, the SJ4000, but it's a very old camera. It's about, yeah, probably 6-7 years old and not even as good as the old SJ6 Legend. So there's nothing here anymore. It looks like they have developed this thing to the SJ10 Pro. It became a little bit more expensive and then probably they got out of business because they were close to the GoPro. I mean, it's always a little bit of a risk when you try to compete. The GoPro, you improve, and at the same time the cameras get more expensive and people start thinking, okay, why should I buy the SJ Cam instead of the GoPro when they are pretty much same price? And this probably put them out of business. I mean, they still have their store and they are selling some things, but I think most of it is old stuff. For example, when you look at this thing, the SJ8 dual screen looks really good, but when you click on buy now, it says it's not available. So for me, it's definitely not an option anymore. So my recommendation definitely at the moment, if you want to have a good action camera with a lot of options so you can even record the night sky, then go with the GoPro. If you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing of the latest GoPro down into the description so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.